It's funny how we lock up items on the shelves, but not the criminals who steal them. To anyone that says it's 2024 and Christianity is so irrelevant, ask them 2024 years since what? Just so you know, calling someone privileged because they're white is judging someone by the color of their skin. If you don't believe in God, why do you get triggered when Christians tell you your life choices could lead you to hell? I believe in God. You believe in fairy tales? I believe I'm a woman. Yes, of course you are. It's funny how things change. 10 years ago, everyone was scared of trans fats, but now everybody celebrates fat trans. So let me get this straight. A state, California, that never allowed slaves is taking money from people who never owned slaves to give to people who never were slaves?
Your loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad. Your loneliness like a heart.
At the age of 12 years old, I shot myself. I was in the house. Police knocked on the door. I was right there. They knocked the door down. Everybody jumped over my body to go get the guns and drugs and whatever they could find. It took one guy to stop right there and just cuss everybody that hopped over me out like, what the fuck are y'all doing? They said, oh, no, we was going to see if it, what the fuck are y'all doing? We called the ambulance. An ambulance, do you not see this kid on the floor with this hole in his chest? Say, you drive, pick me up, brought me to the hospital. He didn't drop me off at the ambulance and say, you take him. He brought me to the hospital room and made two and stood there and waited till the doctor said he's gonna make it. He said, don't worry, my name's Uncle Bob. He was white as snow. Them motherfuckers that hopped over me was blacker than me.
What's he about?
Yeah, he was a cop. My life was saved by a white man. I don't know what racism is. I know a good motherfucker named Uncle Bob, though. At the age of...
This guy, Puffy? Buddy, this guy is in an enormous amount of trouble. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. They got this guy in a RICO case by himself. My friends asked me, they say, Dave, did you know anything about those freak off parties? And I'd be like, nah, man. I didn't know anything about the freak off. And they all look at me like, and they'd be like, well, how all these people you know was at the freak off, but she's the only one that wasn't at the freak off. And I thought about it for a minute. I said, oh my God. I'm ugly. That's a tough way to find that out. Can you imagine if you were me reading a newspaper and found out everyone in Hollywood had an orgy behind your back? This guy, Puffy.
How do you have treated in your town?
I get adequate food and adequate clothing and medical care when I require it.
How do you think about how do you like
the entitlement of these white people parking in these handicapped spots.
Straight from the underworld, coming for the underground. Motherfuckers better watch out for the male hounds. I never been the
reaction, and that turned out to be right. The one on the left.
Turn the lights down and just put this on. It's right behind you, Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. Yes. South African occupy land. That's who we are. Honorable member, can withdraw my membership from this useless parliament.
I think if it was flipped the script and he tried to show Trump some stuff of some Americans doing something like that, boy, Trump would shut them down. They'd be down here wherever they were doing it. If they was in Georgia, North Carolina, Trump would be shutting them down doing their crazy extremist stuff like that.
Not because my Shama is God. Shoot to kill.
Shoot to
I only
kill.
date women that already have kids. Because, I mean, for me, dating a woman with no kids, they never have fucking food at home.
Yeah.
They always want to go out to eat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what it's like? No, Theo, I don't know if you experience this. Like, you know what it's like to have sex with someone that has kids and wake up at 3:30 in the morning and get a fucking Capri Sun?
That's good. No, bro.
That's fucking amazing.
Bro, I'll make, with half a mouthful of Lunchable, I'll make love all night.
Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's who I am, boy.
What would it take for you to be convinced that there's no white genocide in South Africa?
I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here.
I could show you a couple of things. And excuse me, turn the lights down.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do.
Nearly 1,000 of them. It's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it. Those people were all killed.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President?
It's in South Africa. That's right.
We'll need to find out.
The 76-day period you're talking about, that's the period between the time that President Trump was elected and President Biden left office. Is that right?
That is correct.
During that short period of time, 76 days, how much taxpayer money went out the door of the Department of Energy?
From the Loan Program Office in loans and commitments, $93 billion. Well over twice as much as in the previous 15 years. There is lots of funds that have gone out the door and commitments that were made from businesses that provided no business plan, no numbers about their own financial solvency or how this project
So you're telling me that the Department of Energy, in the 76-day period, before their boss was going to leave office, gave or loaned money to entities that had no business plan?
Correct.
No financials?
Correct. I've come in with great concern about how this institution, this great American institution, has been run and how American taxpayer money has been handled.
But you're going back through and checking each one of these loans and these grants to make sure there was no stealing, aren't you?
We're looking at that, and yeah, my blood pressure is rising right now just thinking about what we have seen and what did happen at the department.
And you're going to tell some of these boondoggles no, aren't you?
That's correct.
It's rare that I'm speechless. But I want to be sure I understood. The people running the Department of Energy for President Biden's administration shoveled $93 billion, not million, $93 billion out the door in 76 days, and it just happened to be the time between when President Trump was elected and President Biden, their boss, was leaving. Is that right?
It is correct and distasteful. Confidence undermining.
My God.
He said, no, stop.